For the nomad, the cold was a constant companion, etched into his very bones.
For the hunter and Aisen, preparation meant survival. The blizzard showed no mercy this far from the village. The nomad hunter and his younger partner, Aisen, paused their journey. Below, the village lights offered a ghostly welcome against the blizzard.
The dogs lunged, pulling the sled team into the white corridor. The nomad, a hunter shaped by the relentless... Food is scarce, every meal a struggle. But the hunter and his partner Aisen are preparing for the deep cold.
Spirits of the wilderness, grant us safe passage and a successful hunt.
In the relentless grip of the Siberian winter, the rifle was their lifeline. Meticulously cleaned, even the sun offers little warmth this deep in the taiga. For the nomad, survival depends on discipline. For the nomad and his young partner Aisen, survival depended on understanding the unknown buried deep in the ice.
A nomad's wisdom is measured not in years, but in winters survived. He studies For the hunter, the spirit of the Ice Age still roams these lands.
The vastness of Yakutia isolates its people. But for the nomad and Aisen,
the hunter tracked across the frozen tundra, driven by the knowledge that winter supplies were running dangerously low back home.
the warmth of the fire and the laughter of friends vanished when the great storm came. Now, only the cold remains. In this unforgiving landscape, survival depends on meticulous preparation. Every strap must be secured, every runner sound. For the hunter and his young partner, Aisen, preparation was life. In this unforgiving landscape, gear failure meant certain death. The fire is life. Without it, the blizzard claims everything. Every spark is a battle against the encroaching darkness. Survival in this landscape depends on absolute knowledge of the animal. The hunter utilizes every ounce, hide, bone, fat, and sinew. The hunter, a true nomad of this landscape, studies the great beast. Its massive form pushes through the snow. For the nomad and his young partner Aisen, the journey across the white emptiness is a test of endurance passed down through generations. Look closely at the edges. The compression in the snow layers tells us it was running fast, and recently.
Every step taken by the nomad is calculated. In this unforgiving wilderness, there is no room for error.
The hunter knew these woods better than anyone. As winter tightened its grip, the team pushed forward into the deepening shadows of the taiga. The hunter moves with disciplined calm, following the tracks left by wolf and buffalo deep into the frozen woods. The nomad knew these tracks meant trouble. The wolves were close, and they were hunting the same prey.
Mush! Keep going, faster now! Oh!
For the Nomad and Aisen, survival depends on precision. They track the beast through the unforgiving cold, one calculated step at a time.
As the blizzard worsened, Aisen, the young nomad, realized the terrifying size of the creature they were following.
The Nomad moved with disciplined calm, guiding his sled over the sagging ice. Below the hunter, a man weathered by 40 winters, leads the way across the frozen expanse. Every step is calculated. For the Nomad and Aisen, the hunt had just begun. But they were no longer the only predators in the forest.
In the extreme cold, fire.
Out there is where we hunt. But here, on this land, is where we survive the cold.
The hunter knew the storm would pass. Soon, the aurora guided them through the silent, frozen landscape. As the nomad rests by the fire, the hunt begins anew. The great buffalo pushes onward through the endless snow. As the cold light rakes across the ridges, the nomad and the hunter lean into the wind, energized by the sunrise.
The Nomad tracked the beast relentlessly. He found the evidence he needed, a freshly snapped branch and dark fur clinging to the bark. For the Nomad and his young partner Aisen, this buffalo represents survival. They track it across the frozen tundra.
He releases the snow to find the wind's path. Only then can he know how his scent will travel toward the buffalo.
For the Nomad, this was routine. But Aisen, still new to the hunt, felt the tremor in his hands as he lined up.
Stay low. Keep the wind in your face. Don't fire until I give the signal.
The Nomad, disciplined and calm, steadies his breath against the wind. The moment arrives, and the shot must be true.
The hunter moves through the storm, his movements disciplined, his finger ready on the trigger. Survival depends on this shot. The Nomad moved with disciplined calm, his eyes fixed on the target. Aisen adjusted the scope.
For the hunter, survival depended on precision. The buffalo staggered, but the Nomad knew the hunt was far from over.
The Nomad and Aisen were caught in suspense. The buffalo, enraged by the near miss, was ready to charge.
The Nomad watched the buffalo retreat, another life spared by the tundra's harsh mercy. The Crimson Trail led the Nomad deeper into the frozen silence, a testament to the struggle ahead.
The trail tells us everything. He is hit here, in the vitals. The bleeding is heavy. He will slow down soon.
For the Nomad and Aisen, the taiga was home, but an unforgiving one, especially when the tracks led deep into the shadows. The hunter sensed the buffalo nearby. The cracking branches signaled its heavy tread through the deep snow.
For the hunter and his partner, Aisen, the serene landscape offered little warning. Survival depended on instinct now. The hunter fired his shot, but the beast kept coming. They had to dive clear or be trampled by the charging buffalo. The Nomad and Aisen had tracked the beast for days. Now, with the wind against them, they had one chance to secure the kill. The Nomad guides Aisen to the rise. The great buffalo stands unaware. They must be swift and silent. As the buffalo moves, Aisen takes the shot, a critical strike ensuring their survival in this harsh land. In the brutal silence of the tundra, the Nomad moves with disciplined calm, honoring the fallen beast.
As the Nomad opens the cavity, the buffalo's life steam billows out, a momentary refuge from the killing frost for him and Aisen. The hunter, a true nomad of this land, begins the field dressing. His movements are fast and disciplined, honed by years in the glare of the snow. The Nomad, weathered by years in the glare of the snow, moved with economical precision. His younger partner, Aisen, the wolves track the scent, while the man they call the hunter moves steadily toward the horizon, a journey as old as the snow itself. For the Nomad and Aisen, survival depended on discipline. Every breath was a battle against the bite.
The dark shapes of the village slowly materialized out of the white ahead. The hunter and Aisen moved toward them, carrying a ton of meat.
They're back! The hunters are back! They made it! Look, they have so much meat!
The Nomad returns, his sled heavy with the bounty of the hunt, a welcome sight for the village, and especially for his children. The hunter moves with disciplined calm. In this land, survival depends on honoring the reindeer and mastering the cold.
Inside the shed, the hunter and Aisen begin the methodical process of distribution. Every part of the buffalo is utilized, shared fairly according to custom.
For the Nomad and his people, this stew is more than sustenance. It is warmth, community, and survival in the unforgiving landscape. The winter demands respect. Every breath is a reminder of the cold, and every stored piece of meat is a promise of survival.